ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
This is your first look at sports. I'm Jonathan Benson. After ratifying its Carifta team on Sunday, the B3A is holding its first team meeting yesterday at the old Thomas A. Robinson Track and Field Stadium. At that time, our 70-member team came together to get acquainted with one another and to hear from various team officials, including head coach Greg Cash.
Might be compared to David versus Goliath, but the one thing that you got to learn from me is that I'm pretty much strong. I'm strong, and I believe in enthusiasm. I believe in a team going out to represent this country, going to be able to represent the country to the best of their ability. And I don't want nobody to feel that they are no weak link, because we don't have no weak link on this team. So whatever event that you're doing, you're going to be strong. If you don't have enough enthusiasm, then you're going to get it in the next 9 or 10 days.
Now, our track and field team is not the only one gearing up for Carifta. Our swim team is also preparing for their segment of the championships in Jamaica. Lily Higgs will represent the Bahamas in the girls 11 to 12 division.
My goals are just to do my best times and to try to make the finals and hopefully get on the stage to get a medal. I want to get my breaststroke better and keep my head down and just get used to swimming faster with it.
You can find swimming in Jamaica, a pool is a pool. It'll make a difference.
I'm not sure. I haven't really been swimming anywhere else, so it'll be a new experience for me.
Well, despite some hiccups, the Bahamas Baseball Federation is continuing to grow by leaps and bounds, and that has President Craig Salty Kemp excited as he looks to the future.
I think we have one of the most vibrant youth programs in the country, and you know, persons may tend to say baseball is dead, but it's not dead. Baseball is more alive than any other sport in this country, in my opinion. We're on par with soccer, track and field. Now, where we have a shortcoming is really our senior program, and that's mainly because we don't have any facility to play on, and we're hoping that the government will rectify that problem in short order, because it's been 8 years now since we have been left without a home to play senior baseball, and that's really the only reason why we are not playing senior baseball.
Former Sports Minister Neville Wisdom was at the B3A's Carifta Track and Field Trials this past weekend, and he told our Julian Gibson why this year's Carifta Championships are so special to him.
Former Sports Minister Neville Wisdom is one of the creative minds behind the construction of the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium. So come the start of the BTC Carifta Games, Mr. Wisdom says that it will be an emotional one for him.
For me, it's even more rewarding because the Bahamas has hosted Carifta a couple times before. And we've won Carifta 3 times before. And I had the privilege to coach those 3 teams. So I'm here to say that the Bahamas can win Carifta. We've done it before, we've beaten Jamaica before, and we can beat them again. And I'm here to encourage these young people to know that.
You're concerned about the stadium be getting this full for Carifta?
Well, my feeling is that unlike some of the events that I've attended in recent times, I would hate to see more Jamaicans in this stadium than Bahamians. So I want to encourage all of the Bahamians to come out and support our team. Parents of athletes, friends of our athletes, and Bahamians who just love this country. You have the right and the privilege, it's really a privilege to come out here and support our team.
Will you be here for every single session?
Every session, I'll be right here, you know. Last year, I was unable to attend the Carifta Games, and my understanding is that my good friend, Mr. Lamine Diak, the president of the IAAF, is going to be here, and so I want to be here to give him some Bahamian hospitality.
Well, 100 students from the Yellow Elder Primary School getting a chance to experience the Carifta fever thanks to Consolidated Water Bahamas Limited. The company presented the B3As with the money, and from there, the tickets were handed over to Yellow Elder Principal Ken Burrows.
Of athletes, Bahamian athletes, and also sponsoring 100 students from Yellow Elder Primary School. This would also aid the children to view up close what it is to be a world-famous athlete, as well as to encourage them one day to want to aspire to do the same.
What will happen, the students for this meet, those persons who are athletically inclined and those who are academically inclined, persons who would have performed, and those persons are for athletes. And so far we've had a number of sporting events, so we'll consider those persons as well as those who would have done well with the academics.
Now, B3A's president Mike Sands and former Carifta standout Pauline Davis-Thompson both happy that inner city kids who may not have had the opportunity to watch the games are now getting a chance to.
Within the LOC, we have an Adopt School program, and you know, our fundraising committee through Mrs. Thompson and others have been diligently making effort to ensure that, of course, funds are always needed, and we also want to be able to give value for the contributions that are made by corporate Bahamas, such as Consolidated Waters, and we felt the most tangible way to do that was to invite them to become a partner of the Adopt School program, because otherwise our inner city kids in general would not have the opportunity to be able to attend the games and also be provided with lunch as well. And so this is a bold initiative that we've undertaken, and we're very pleased that Consolidated Waters have heeded the call, and as a good corporate citizen has come forward, and now 100 kids will be able to attend the games and enjoy lunch at the same time.
As a proud product of the government public school system from primary school all the way to senior high, and a product of the inner city, I am so proud that Consolidated Water has decided to sponsor Yellow Elder Primary School. That is such a great thing, and I hope that many more companies come on board and give back to our young people, because they're our future.
Well, the 4th annual Caribbean Law Enforcement Basketball Tournament getting underway yesterday at the Kendall Isaacs Gym. The prison took to the court first against the police from Dominica, and following a competitive first quarter, this one was all Dominica. Dominica goes on for a 57-42 victory.
I was very impressed with the game. Altogether, they stuck with the plan. You know, we practiced a lot. We said that we were coming back here, and we had to win a few games. And I expected the very best from them, and they did actually perform very well tonight.
Now, following the first game of the tournament was the opening ceremonies with the sounds of the Urban Renewal Band playing in the background. All the teams were introduced, including the Royal Bahamas Police Force, the Royal Bahamas Defence Force, the prison, the police from Dominica, the Cayman Police, and the police from the Turks and Caicos Islands. On hand for the opening was Commissioner of Police Ellison Greenslade, Defence Force Commodore Roderick Bowe, and a number of other high-ranking officials. State Minister for National Security, Senator the Honourable Keith Bell, officially declared the games open, and that was a prelude to the game everybody came to see. Now, we can tell you that big game, of course, was between the Royal Bahamas Defence Force and the Royal Bahamas Police Force. The Police and Defence Force, they've been going back and forth for a number of years now, so you know this one was going to go right down to the wire. The Defence Force, they were out on the beach for a number of weeks preparing for this one, and this one did come down to a couple of possessions, and the police go on to win it 62-58. Now, tournament action is continuing tonight. The Defence Force squaring off with Dominica. The police has a matchup with Turks, while the prison, they take on a Cayman Island squad that is eager to get the ball rolling. And that will do it for sports. Once again, I'm Jonathan Benson. Stay tuned. We have more to come after the break.